Hi everybody! So yesterday I went onto Instagram and I did a couple of polls on my stories asking my followers to help me choose the products, the eye makeup that I'm gonna use today, and that's that. That is the premise of today's video. So this was my first time doing something like this, and honestly it was a lot of fun. I'm for sure gonna do something similar to this again in the future, probably very soon. So basically I did like two kind of polls. I did one for liner and I just gave the options for some water liners, and then I gave 4 options for palettes, and then I just did like a little quiz and had people choose, and whichever liner and whichever palette got the most votes, obviously, those are the ones that I am gonna use today. Here was the eyeliner poll. It was between 4 Glisten split liners and the purple liner one. This one is Wine Time. So that one won by a landslide. This purple liner was like by far most people's choice, which was surprising. I guess people really like purple. So then when it came to the palettes, I gave these 4 options. You guys, I am so sorry. Why am I so washed out right now? I'm actually filming like during the daytime today, so the lighting is kind of fucked up. Let me try to fix this. I am so sorry that I included the Subculture palette. I forgot that most people fucking hate this palette. It's infamous. I am so sorry. The 4 palettes that I included are just 4 palettes that I want to use. That's it. This palette only got 1 vote out of like the 40 or so people that voted. I'm so sorry. Next time I will think a little bit more carefully about the options that I give, because whatever. It ended up being a tie between the Lunar Beauty Moonspell and the Black Moon Urban Myth palettes, and then so I just did another poll and the Urban Myth won. So this is gonna be it. Next time I do this, I think I'm gonna add a glitter option as well. This was just so much fun. I had so much fun doing this. So that being said, wow, what an intro. I'm feeling rambly today, I guess. I'm gonna use the Urban Myth palette from Black Moon Cosmetics. I know I just used this on my channel, but I included it because I want to use it again. And then the purple liner. So let's find a look with this. The thing with this palette is it's like, obviously aside from Mothman, it's like pretty deep mattes and then really light, like kind of more topper shades, and then like a red, like, and then the eyeliner itself is pretty dark too. And I kind of struggle with darker looks because I think it's because I'm so pale, it's just intimidating. I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone and use darker shadows more, but when I use darker shadows, I try to pair it with a lighter liner just for a contrast, and that's obviously not an option here. So I think I have a plan for what I'm gonna do. Not sure if it's gonna work out, but we're gonna go ahead and do it. So I'm gonna zoom in. I think I wanna do like a green wing with the shadow and then add like little purple accents to it, and that's the plan. So I'm gonna dip into Mothman in the crease just because I do want a little bit of definition there, even though primarily the look is gonna be along the lash line. And I'm just throwing Mothman right in the crease. If you want to participate in the next like face-off kind of thing, go follow my makeup Instagram. I did all these polls on my artistry page. That will be linked down below. Okay, I do want this to be real subtle. I can go a little overboard sometimes with like a crease or a transition shade, so I'm gonna just leave it that way. And then the wing will just kind of connect to it out there. I think that works. If you like to use a lot of greens, this shade here that I'm using, Mothman, it doesn't look super green. It looks kind of more like beige khaki, but there's so much green once it's applied. It's so beautiful. And this is gonna just be a perfect transition shade for you if you're into greens. I'm very happy that I have it. I love this shade. So I'm gonna use crop circles for the wing. I'm probably gonna put Boogeyman on top of it too, but first I'm just gonna start with crop circles. So I'm basically just doing like a wing, but with eyeshadow. And I'm gonna stop it right about there. So it's just a little bit over the halfway point. And then fill that in. And I think I actually do want it a little thicker than that. So I'm gonna just make it thicker. Yeah, I think that is pretty much what I was going for. Maybe a little bit more underneath. Okay, I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other eye. Cool, so the wing is on. I do want there to be just more texture on the green wing itself because the liner is also gonna be adding texture, so it's just gonna be layers of beautiful texture. So I'm gonna just start by first pressing on Boogeyman on top. I might have to switch to a glitter glue, we'll see. I'm gonna try it with a silicone brush. I've used these a couple times on my channel. It's just like a silicone eyeshadow applicator basically. It's really nice for applying glitter and it's just a really cool tool. Yeah, see it kind of works like a finger almost, but sometimes like using your finger has a downside because, you know, skin and oils and shit can disrupt the makeup. This is just silicone, so it presses really nicely. It doesn't blend super well. I mean, it can a little, but you know what? I think I might do a little bit of glitter glue. Normally I do use my finger. I just tap it in the glue and tap it on my eye, but because I'm working with such a small area, I'm just gonna use this, like, this is the brush that came with the Urban Decay Electric palette. I'm just gonna use this little teeny side. I have a bunch of these dual-ended brushes that I just leave like off to the side for, you know, if I ever have to use a brush for something that, just so I don't care if it gets ruined, you know? Tap it over the green. And then I'm just gonna use the other side of that brush. Boogeyman, right? Yeah, Boogeyman on top. Yes, that is what I wanted right there. Perfect. So far so good. This is pretty much exactly what I was hoping for. I don't know if this is a cop-out just because I'm only using 2 shades from the palette. No, wait, I used 3 shades because I used Mothman. It's not a cop-out. 3 shades is a whole look. So next I'm gonna use the eyeliner, and I'm just gonna use this to kind of add more texture to the wing. I do plan to do a whole video next week about waterliners, how to use them, tips, tricks, all that. If you are curious about water activated liners, there's all kinds of brands, all kinds of colors, all kinds of everything to do with them. Subscribe, and that will be next week. So I'm not gonna go too in depth right now about like what I'm doing with the liner, how I'm making it work. I'm just gonna talk about the application right now. But I'm gonna use the light side, the more kind of like grape side. And I wanna make little dots, but sometimes the brush makes it kind of like fucked up. I want like more kind of, not perfect dots necessarily, but close to perfect dots. I'm gonna start with a brush, and if it doesn't work, I'm gonna move to a daughter tool. I don't love to use a daughter tool because I still find like that can be a little inconsistent and a little harder to use. So let's just start with a brush. And I'm just gonna start, I want it to be more dotted like right along the edges mostly. So I want the dots to be some inside, some outside, and some kind of overlapping the wing. It's my vision. I don't know if it's good or not. We'll find out when I'm done, but that's what I'm kind of picturing. It's kind of what I wanted. I actually do like having some teeny tiny dots and some larger dots. Actually, yeah, I kind of like that. Yeah, it kind of looks like a disease. That's kind of what I wanted. Okay, I'm gonna just do the other eye the exact same, but that turned out exactly how I wanted. I don't know if anyone's gonna be upset because like I only used the green shades in the palette, but I don't know, that's what I wanted to do. I hope no one's mad at me. Okay, so that's pretty much exactly what I was hoping to happen, so that's good. I'm gonna go put eyelashes on and be right back. Okay, so this is the look with lashes on. I also did add the ColourPop teaspoon liner in the waterline. That's it. I love it. I think it's really subtle, but it's also kind of cute and fun. Yes, I will definitely be doing this like Instagram pics my makeup thing again. It's a little bit of a challenge, but I like it. So yes, go follow my socials if you want to be included in the next poll, and let me know what else you want to see from me. And as always, I just want to say thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!